Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the new collaboration hero for the Dungeons & Dragons event, ELMINSTER AUMAR. So I'm going to be running through his kit and giving you my opinions on what he's going to be like and how he could potentially impact accounts and anything I would recommend changing for him for the developers. But before I jump into that, I just want to start by saying a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, Dragonheir Silent Gods. So Dragonheir are incredibly generous to sponsor my channel and help me to continue to progress my YouTube channel and obviously continue to bring content to you guys. So a huge thank you to them. If you are interested in getting involved in the game, if you're not already playing, please do hit the link in the description or the pinned comment and get involved today for free. So in terms of having a look at the new collaboration hero, as you can see here, he is a fire support hero. So he is incredibly strong as a support by the looks of it on paper. So first of all, you can see he's got an enlightenment aura of 60 enlightenment in all battles. His passive skill, which personally I'm not a huge fan of, I'd love to see this change to be something a little bit more beneficial for him. So for each debuff on an enemy, the hero gains 10 resistance up to 10 stacks. So of course that's giving him 100 resistance, but realistically, resistance isn't that much of an impactful stat in Dragonheir. This could change, we don't know what's coming in Season 3, but as it stands in Season 1 and in Season 2, resistance wasn't really that important. So I would like to see this change, maybe something, I've seen a few suggestions from other content creators in the content creator chat, that it would be cool to see him gain a boost of his accuracy. Say, for example, every 50 attack he has, he could gain a set amount of accuracy, just to help reduce the amount of stats you're having to put into his build, because he is quite stat hungry. So next up, we've got his battle skill. So his battle skill here, as you can see, is on a 10-second recharge time once booked, and that grants a 12% target's max HP plus 3000% enlightenment shield to the hero and surrounding allies for 5 seconds, and grants control immunity for 5 seconds too. So this is incredibly strong. If you think here, 12% targets max HP plus 3000% enlightenment on a 10-second cooldown, that lasts for 5 seconds. So with his artifact, which I can't show you unfortunately, gives you an extra 35% of his duration. So you're going to be getting around a 7-second shield or something off the top of my head. So with a bit of, well, with some good timing, you'll be able to make sure that this shield is up nearly all the time. And that's incredibly strong when you compare it to the shields of other heroes. For example, we look at Adolphus. So Adolphus's ultimate skill gives 15% and 3150% of his enlightenment. So realistically, the multipliers on this shield are not that far off. So Elminster is going to be providing some huge shields with this battle skill. So next up is his ultimate skill. So it deals 710% attack and 5000% enlightenment fire damage to enemies within range, with a 75% chance, books up to 100% of inflicting accuracy penalty 2 and attack penalty 2 on the targets for 10 seconds. So this baseline is, well, once upgraded, as a 20-second cooldown, which is pretty standard in the game. Obviously, in a lot of areas, you'll want to boost up some skill haste to get this to, say, around 18 seconds, just to make sure you're using it once per rotation against a lot of the bosses in the game. But all in all, having access to another AoE attack penalty, especially in the fire element, is really important and is going to help hugely, especially when they're bringing a lot of other utility, such as the shields. So in terms of Elminster's kit, I think he's a really cool hero who is going to be really impactful. He's, in my opinion, a bit of almost like an amplified Adolphus. However, the two of them together could provide to be incredibly valuable, because every time Adolphus shields somebody who's shielded, his passive turns that into healing of 75% of the shield generated. So if you're able to pump out some huge shields between both of these, you're going to be getting a lot of support and a huge amount of healing from Adolphus too. So that is my kind of general thoughts and feelings of Elminster. Obviously, in terms of acquiring him, I did cover it in my breakdown of the events, but you will be completing events here to earn the Sage's chess piece, and then eventually you're going to want to summon some dice for the planar summoning event. I will just quickly show you how it works. So every time you summon dice, you do get these chess pieces. I believe it's guaranteed to get 30 every 5 dice, if I'm not mistaken. So you need 240 to collect him, and then a further 240 to collect his artifact. But you can outright pull him as well, which then does convert to 240 of his resource. So as you can see there, I've got 268, so I could effectively inspire my ELMINSTER, which I will run through as well, his inspiration bonuses in a second, because they are very impactful. But every time you're summoning dice, you will get the chance to summon him directly, but if not, you're always collecting these chess pieces to help you to obviously claim for him eventually. I imagine once you've completed all of the events from this event, it will take maybe 15 to 20 dice to complete the event and get your copy, and then maybe another 30 to 40 to guarantee you get the artifact as well. So if you're going all out, it is quite, well, it could be quite an expensive event to get maximum rewards from. I know a lot of people as well will go for the inspiration bonuses due to the fact that he is limited time. It is your kind of one and only opportunity to do that. And in terms of the inspiration bonuses you're getting from him, if we have a look here. So on the first inspiration, he takes 20% less critical damage. On the second inspiration, whenever he's below 60% health, he will heal by 1% of his max HP every second. So this is incredibly cool. As long as he's not being one-shot, he's going to be very hard to kill. The third inspiration bonus is 60 enlightenment, which obviously boosts his shields and his damage. The fourth one is 30% HP, obviously making him tankier. That's always good to see. And lastly, his fifth inspiration makes him ignore 35% of the target's resistance. So it's going to make him building his accuracy a lot easier, because you're not going to need as much accuracy to place the debuffs on his ultimate skill. So as I say, all in all, I think ELMINSTER is a really cool hero, a really cool support for Fire and Necrosis teams this season, and potentially Fire and Radiance next season. Obviously, depending on whether that is how it plays out. That's kind of our assumption based on the rotation. So yeah, my recommendation would be to at least pick up one copy of ELMINSTER, just because you won't be able to get him again, and he could become incredibly valuable and important down the line. Obviously, on paper, I would say he is a lot better than Drist is, or at least how Drist performs. But yeah, that is my thoughts on ELMINSTER. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As I mentioned at the start, if you do like the look of the game and you're not already playing, please do hit the link in the description and get involved today. And once again, a huge thank you to the sponsor of the video, Dragonheir Silent Gods. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.